Hi everyone, my name is Alyse. I am a breath worker and psychic healer, and I am back today to talk a little bit about breath work, connecting with your intuition to guide you in your business, and doing some card pulls for you guys to uncover exactly what is holding you back from fully stepping into your power in your business. I apologize, I am outside right now. I thought it'd be nice, but there's a lot of noise going on, so I hope you guys can still hear me. So again, my name is Alyse. I'm a breath worker and psychic healer, and I guide women to a radical metamorphosis through breath work and my psychic gifts. So today I really wanted to touch on something that I feel is literally the most important thing in your business, and I'm hoping you guys can ask me questions about this too, but connecting with your intuition and allowing that to guide you in your business, to me, is the most important thing, because we're always looking out here for answers, right? Like always asking people for advice, asking people what we should do, but really the only person who truly knows what is right for you is you. And the way to really access that guidance is through connecting with your intuition, right? And getting oracle card readings and asking people is great because that helps you connect with your intuition, but really taking the time to connect in with yourself and listen to the messages that you are receiving is the most powerful way to really propel yourself forward in your business. And one of the most powerful ways to connect with your intuition is through breath work. And I have seen it time and time again that people come to me overwhelmed with worry, overwhelmed with anxiety, not sure of how to move forward, feeling confusion, stuck. You know, I feel like a lot of people get stuck in these really negative patterns of thinking, right? Like kind of going down these like downward spirals of negativity. I know it used to happen to me all the time. I would like look in the mirror, see something I don't like, and then I'm like, and I go down like this downward spiral, and it's really hard to get out of it. And I know a lot of times we can get stuck in negative thinking, right? And that kind of holds us back from moving forward to create exactly what we want in our lives. So using breath work to connect with yourself and connect with your intuition is such a powerful tool in getting yourself out of those negative spirals of thinking, out of those old negative beliefs, and really into being present with yourself and connecting with your worthiness, your deservingness, your confidence, right? So important. So, oh, thank you. Keep up the good work. Thank you so much. So, and put in the comments, guys, if you have like a fear that you know is holding you back in your business, put it in the comments so I can respond to it. And then in a few minutes, you can ask questions about it. But what I really wanted to talk about today is the power of connecting with your intuition to guide you in your business, because no one knows what is best for you besides you. And it's great to ask people advice, and it's great to get help from other people. In fact, do that. Get a coach, use healers. Like, let me tell you, I have done a lot of that, and it really helps. But at the end of the day, really connecting with what you truly feel and listening to those divine messages from your intuition is the most powerful guidance that you can use to move you forward in your business. And one of the best ways to connect with your intuition is through breath work, and I'll tell you why. Because when you are breathing consciously and you're in a breathwork session, you force yourself to be in present time, right? You force yourself to be in the present moment where infinite possibilities exist, right? When you're in the present moment, all of a sudden you let go of all of those ways of thinking you brought from your past, all of these things that happened to you before, all of these decisions you made about who you are and what you can accomplish. And you just are breathing in the present moment, connecting to this world of infinite possibilities. the quantum field. And when you do that, you start to become these infinite possibilities. And all of a sudden, these glass ceilings or these limits that you set for yourself no longer exist. And I see it with my clients all the time. People making radical changes very quickly just by consciously connecting with the breath. And if you guys want to learn more about that, join my group, Breathe to Succeed. I have the link up there. I'm doing a free training today and tomorrow, and I will give you an experience of the breath work and more information about connecting to your intuition. Okay, so we have some comments here. Fear of not attracting more clients to my life coaching business. Okay, so this is a really common one. I feel like a lot of people, when you start a business, and this is me included, so I'm speaking from experience here. When you start a business, you have this idea that things are supposed to happen in this exact way that you decided they should happen, right? Instead of kind of sinking in to trusting yourself, trusting your intuition, and trusting the process, right? And I think that that's a big fear that people get caught up in, is that, oh, well, it's not happening right away, so maybe I'm a failure and maybe it's not going to happen. And that could not be further from the truth. And the only reason that you really fail is if you give up, you know? So fear of failure and losing money, yeah, losing money is a real fear, right? But continuing to trust in the divine timing of everything is so key. And this is something that I really had to learn and that I'm still learning, because sometimes I'll get caught up like, oh my gosh, things aren't happening the way I thought they would, or I'm not doing what I thought I was going to do this month. And you know what? I have to continue to sink back into that trust for myself and sink into my intuition and trust in the divine timing. Fear of failure and fear of losing money. Yeah, and it's a huge one. And, you know, and it's also like, well, what is failure really? You know, fear of failure, but what is that? Everyone has their own timing of how they do things. And becoming an entrepreneur and starting your own business, that in itself is a healing journey, right? That's going to bring all of your shit up. All of the stuff inside of you, all of these limiting beliefs that you have about yourself are going to come up when you start your own business, right? So everybody moves at a different pace because you have to deal with these things that come up for you that need to be healed when you decide to start your own business. All of your old stuff is going to come up. Limiting beliefs that you have from childhood, old feelings, old emotions, right? These are all going to come up when you decide you're going to move to the next level and start a business. So realize that there's never really a such thing as failure. It takes everyone a different time and at a different pace to get to where you need to go, because we're all dealing with different things, right? Fear of never getting my customer base for my hair, and this is the same thing, you know? It's like this fear of failure where we think that if we don't do things in a certain way or in a certain amount of time, that they're not going to happen. And that's just not true. We have to see this end point and say, you know what, this is where I want to be, and I'm going to surrender and allow it to unfold in the way that it's supposed to unfold, and I don't have to control it every step of the way, right? So I think this is really important. Oh, yeah, Lindsay. Oh, I'm so glad. Okay, so let's move into doing some card pulls here. So if you have a question, fear of the fear, totally. I know my fear is rooted in childhood. Dominique, everyone's fear is rooted in childhood. And I see this every single day because I help clients clear their fear that they have from childhood through breath work and through my psychic gifts. So if you know you have fear from childhood, I can help you clear that really easily through breath work, because I will actually help you physically remove it from your body. Okay, so, and if you are interested in that and you are really ready to make a change, then get in touch with me. I have a link above to schedule a call for those of you that are really serious about starting your transformation. Okay, Mina, will my life coaching business succeed? Ha! This is so funny. Mina, this is exactly what I was talking about. So this card, the TikTok card, is all about trusting divine timing. So this is all about trusting that it is unfolding perfectly, and all you have to do is sink into trusting yourself and trusting your intuition. That's all you have to do. You don't control the outcome. You have to sink into the trust of the divine timing, and then everything else will unfold the way it's supposed to, okay? So yes, you are going to be successful. You just have to let it unfold. Jillian, next up on my career path, I'm looking for a new marketing job. I hope that I can get one so soon. Okay, next up on your career path. Okay, so you got the yin card, Jillian, and what this is really asking you to do, again, is to sink in to your intuition. This is saying it's not about so yang is taking action and yin is stepping back and rejuvenating, right? So what this is asking you to do, Jillian, is it's asking you to step back, listen to your intuition, meditate, do breath work, listen to yourself, right? This is not the time to leap forward and just take any random action. This is the time for you to step back, listen to yourself, create space to receive those messages from your intuition, whether it's through meditation, through breath work, which to me is the best way to do this. You need to take time to not do anything and sink in to trust, okay? Okay, Jillian, and okay, Haley. Will my hair and skin business succeed? I didn't even pull a card yet, but I think the question I want to ask you is this truly what you desire? And I'm not saying it's not truly what you desire, but I think it's really important for you to get in touch with what you are truly wanting on a heart level, not what you think you're supposed to do or what you think other people want you to do or what it would be easy for you to do, but really get in touch with what do you truly want on a deep level. What gifts do you have to share with the world? I think it's really important for you to get in touch with that. And then look at the card you just got, the Fates, right? So this is all about there are some things that might be out of your control, right? You can't control the outcome of every situation. However, getting in touch with your heart and taking the time to sink in to your intuition and really trust yourself is going to give you the answer. But for some reason, as soon as I heard your comment, I felt like I had to tell you to start to get in touch with what you truly want on a deep level, not what you think other people think you should do. And that's really, really important. That's a really big pattern that a lot of us have, is people pleasing, right? It's around doing what you think other people want you to do in order to get their approval or receive love. Because when we were children, we wanted to receive love from our parents, so we did things that maybe weren't aligned with our heart in order to receive that love. It's a very common pattern. Okay. Trixie, will I have to continue my business after the pandemic? I have stopped my business because it's affected by the pandemic. Okay, do you want to? It doesn't sound like you want to continue your business. So let's see what comes up here. Okay, so this card by the book is asking you to think outside of the box. It's asking you to write a new story for yourself, okay? So this is saying to you, stop doing things the way that you think other people think you should, or by this book that was written by your family or by society, and do what is really aligned with your heart. So it feels like you need to take time to get in touch with what you are truly wanting on a deep level and let go of any expectations you had for yourself or expectations that you think other people had for you, and sink into what you truly want and then move from that space. And a great way to get in touch with that, again, is through breath work. And if you want to understand more about that, please join my group, Read to Succeed. The link is above. Okay, stuck and not able to move forward. Maria, okay. I would love a card. Okay, Keisha. Wondering what, if anything, is still holding me back in my business. Okay, let's see. Ooh, okay, Keisha, so you got come to the edge. So this is asking you to really jump off a cliff, right? Like, is there something that you're still a little bit scared to do that would feel like jumping off a cliff for you? Like, because I really feel like whatever that is, whatever the thing is that you are afraid to do, that's what you need to do to move to the next level. So this is asking you to really jump off a cliff. And I have a feeling like, I don't know whether that is working with a healer or getting a coach or up-leveling your game in some way, like being inspired by somebody or learning something new, like, and really jumping off that cliff, doing something that you have resistance around or that you're afraid of to move to the next level. So let me know if that makes sense. I think you really need to like do what you're afraid of, and that's gonna attract so much more to you. Okay, Melissa, let's see. Oh, dropped one, hold on. All right, Melissa. Oh, Melissa, okay, so you're getting the community card. So what this is really telling me is that it's really important for you right now to get support from other people, right? Like, you can't do all of this on your own. So it's so important, and I say this all the time, it's so important to get support and get help from other people, right? As much as it's important to really listen to yourself and listen to your intuition, you also get to see an authentic version of yourself reflected back in other people. When you work with healers, when you work with coaches, when you work with other people that help you rise, that is really, really valuable. So it's saying to me that find someone in your community or somebody that you feel drawn to working with and work with them in order to propel you to the next level in your life, whatever that is. And let me know if that makes sense. Okay. Maria. Okay, Maria. Oh, hi, Kylie. Okay, Maria, let's see. Okay, Maria. I was getting this card at the beginning of COVID all the time, at the beginning of the pandemic. Maria, you got the card that says time for a nap. And you know what this is about? This is really a rejuvenation, right? So what I'm feeling is that you need to take a step back from something in your life, whether it's a career or a relationship, or even if it's a way of thinking or a story that you're constantly telling yourself. You need to take a step back from that and rest and rejuvenate by going within, right? Doing things that are rejuvenating to you. Epsom salt baths, meditation, breath work, prayer, whatever it is that connects you to yourself, you need to focus on that right now. Turn your attention inward. It's not about what's out there, right? It's not about changing the circumstances or doing anything differently out here. It's about doing the work in here. So that seems like it's really, really important for you right now, and that's going to propel you to the next level. Okay, Lindsay, what advice from God, the universe, divine, have for me, the many questions and doubts I have? Okay, so you are getting the card, it's time to go. And what this is telling me is that you need to take that leap and go to the next level. Whatever it is that you feel like you should do to move to the next level in your life, it's time to take that leap and just go there. It's time for the healing to occur. It's time to move away from those old ways of thinking, those old family patterns, those old beliefs that are holding you back, thinking that you can't do it, or what if I fail, or what if it doesn't work out. You need to let go of all of that and allow the healing to begin. So figure out exactly what you're being called to do next, whether, again, if it's working with a coach or working with a healer to help get you to the next level, but it's time to go because it feels like you're stuck a little bit, and it's time to make that leap to the next level, whatever that is for you. But sit with yourself, ask yourself, but know that it's time to take action to go to the next level. So let me know if that makes sense for you. Dominique, I've been struggling with my body care business and wonder if it's time to close. Okay, so you got the card message in a bottle. So what this is telling me is kind of surrendering to the messages that you're getting, right? To me, even in the way that you said this question, it feels to me like you're wanting to do something different. And maybe it's even like an extension of what you're already doing, but there's a shift that needs to happen to be more in alignment with who you really are and what you're truly wanting to do right now. Because what we want to do and what we want to share, it changes over time, right? As we grow and as we change. So it feels like you're wanting to transition to something that's more aligned with who you really are. So let me know if that makes sense. And trusting your intuition, creating a routine of daily practices that you can do to really connect with what's next for you. But it feels like this isn't fully aligned anymore, and you need to make some sort of change to make it fully aligned with who you really are. So Dominique, let me know if that resonates for you. Denise would love some direction. Okay. Let's see. Okay, Denise, so this is about the stories that you tell yourself, right? So what stories are you constantly telling yourself about what you can and can't do, or why, because this thing happened to you in the past, how that's affecting you now, right? We all have these stories that we repeat to ourselves about who we are and why we can or can't have certain things in life. So it's time for you to take a look at those stories that you're telling yourself and know that they're probably not in alignment for you anymore, and they're probably holding you back from what you really want to create. And it's time to write a new story. It's time to write a new story about what you want, who you are now, and what you want to create, okay? So, yes, that's Denise. Lindsay. Okay, I already did Lindsay. Keisha. Okay, good. All right, Colleen. Let me just check the time here. Okay. All right, I'm going to get to as many people as I can before I have to stop. All right, Colleen. Okay, Colleen, so you're getting there is no place like home. And what this is saying is like, it's time to disconnect from these old ways of thinking, right? And create like this new home for yourself where you're no longer tied to like what your family thinks or what society thinks, or you're no longer worried about what the people around you think. And you're now creating this new home in the world where you are truly connected to who you really are, right? And you are acting from a place of honoring who you are and what you truly want, instead of worrying about what everyone else thinks and how your actions are going to affect everyone else. You're now, the number one priority for you needs to be coming from a place of alignment with who you are and acting from that place. And don't worry about what everyone else thinks. They'll all be happy just because you're doing what you love. So let me know if that resonates for you. Okay, Teresa, sure. All right, let's see. Okay, so Teresa, you got to be fair, which is all about kind of like weighing your options and deciding what's best for you. But really, to me, this is about sinking into yourself and listening to yourself. And this is so important for everyone, because a lot of times, like I said, we're always looking out here for advice. We're always asking other people. And this is what we were trained to do, right? Since we were young, you ask your parents, or if you're sick, you go to the doctor. There's always somebody outside of you who knows better. Teresa, you know the answer, right? You know what's next for you. You know what you're supposed to be doing. It's just about trusting that and listening to that, right? So weighing your options and really being fair to yourself and giving yourself, like honoring yourself and what you truly feel is going to be really, really important to you. Okay, let me know if that helps. Okay, Alice wants to know about her financially. Okay, mending. Okay, so what this is saying is that there's some block that you picked up in your past, whether probably from when you were growing up, from your parents around money, that's blocking you from creating the financial abundance that you want to create now. So you need to go back and heal that from your past, right? It's so important when you are wanting to create financial abundance. You need to go back and look at your family's money story. And even if you've already done that, do it again, because you will continue to uncover new things that will help you be able to step into financial abundance. Once you become aware of the blocks that have been created, then you can consciously release them to create a new story. And if you want to do some really serious transformational work around this is what I do with my clients. So reach out to me if you're really serious about making those changes. Okay, so Maria, just want to make sure I don't go over time. All right, Maria, today it's your birthday. Happy birthday. Should I start my new business journey? Yes. Oh my gosh, and look at the card you got. So you got Imagine, and this is telling you that don't set limits for yourself. Whatever you're imagining that you can do, you can 100% do it. Just continue to trust yourself, trust your intuition, listen to that divine guidance that you're getting, and whatever you imagine, like push the limits. Whatever you imagine, you 100% can create for yourself, okay? So happy birthday. I hope that helps. Okay, I think I only have time for like one more. So, Dora. All right, let's see. Oh, this is so good. Okay, so Dora, you got poise, and what this is really telling you is that like you're set up for success, right? You have everything in place to be successful in whatever you're doing. You just need to continue to trust, right? Trust in the divine timing, trust that everything is unfolding perfectly, but everything's in alignment for you. You are poised to take that leap, jump off that cliff, and when you do, you're going to be successful, but you need to jump off that cliff. Okay, so guys, I'm so sorry I'm out of time, but if you want more, please join my group, Breathe to Succeed. The link is up top. I'm doing a free training today at 4 and tomorrow at 4, all around how to ignite your power, step into your intuition, and I'll be showing you a breathwork exercise to release fear and anxiety for good. And for those of you women who are ready to take that leap and create a radical metamorphosis in your life, please set up a free transformation call with me. For those of you that really want big change and are ready to step into abundance, are ready to step into better relationships with yourself and a more fuller version of you, set up a call with me because I would love to hear from you. And yeah, and join my group. I can't wait to connect with all of you. And if you wanted a card and you didn't get it, I'll be doing more card pulls next week. But if you join my group, I do them every Friday. So I'm looking forward to connecting with you all, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye.